Hey guys, Chris Safety Liner C2 here. So, in this video, we are going to share with you guys my thoughts about the third gen CE. Now, I have a few thoughts about the second gen CE, which will lead into my thoughts on the third gen CE. But, so I don't have really any experience riding CEs, but I have ridden a few of them for an event like the Renaissance Festival. They were CE 200s with max force 7s. So they had the 6.4 liter V8, which you guys all know is the 6.4 Power Stroke for the Ford fans. But they were nice buses, but I know the engines weren't the most reliable. They weren't very good engines as far as I've heard. Like I've even heard some of our famous YouTubers say they weren't as good of motors and they didn't have enough power as like the Max Force DT, which I don't have much feelings about the Max Force engines, but the bus was nice, but it was a first student bus. But I really don't have any experience riding CEs because we don't get them in our school. We never had them. So, um, so it you guys all know that the ICCE originated from Ward slash Amtran. That's where the body originated from. So it's a highly modified update, and the CE has grown a lot, like the second gen CE, which ran from 2005 to 2024. Yeah, that's about right. But if you guys want to hear my thoughts about the first gen CE, again, I don't have very much experience with them, but they are a nice looking bus. Like if I ever own a CE, I would probably go with the first gen CE with the T444E because the first gen CEs were basically, like I said, an Amtran 3800, just with a few updates like the grill and stuff. So, but like I said, I don't have much experience riding CEs, so I can't really give you my thoughts on how they rode or everything because I only rode them with Max Force 7s. So, here we're going to pull up my website that I pulled up for the third gen CE, like IC's website. So, here's where we'll take a look at it. Okay, so here's we have a shot of the electric third gen CE. Now, it it hasn't changed much. Like the only thing that's really changed is the front end and the driver's compartment, but everything else to from the door to the back of the bus, it's the same thing as the second gen. So they didn't receive many changes. But there was talk that they made the door 4 inches smaller. So usually on second gen CEs, the door would go all the way right here. It's still the longest as far as all three conventionals, but there is two different closing mechanisms with this door. Now, this let me see if I can get you closer to that badge. Hold on. Maybe not. Well, you can see a little better in this view, but I really do like the new CE badge right there. And this is blue for electric cuz this is the electric CE. But overall, I really do like the bus. I like it a lot. Like there is a little bit of C2 in it, and there's some people said they make it look like a Vision, which I think the grill is probably the only thing that makes it look like a Vision. But all the way from the windshield to the top of it, it's slanted backwards. That's very C2 in my opinion, and even these body mounted mirrors look like a C2. But this is a nice bus overall. I really do like it. Like I'll pull up more pictures of it so you guys can see the third gen CE from different pictures. But anyway, so here's where I'll talk about the headlights. So the headlights, it to me they look like a Kenworth. Like they don't look like an International or a Freightliner. But a lot of y'all say that they do look like a internationalized Freightliner, which Noah was one of those people that said that. But it seems to me like he does like the third gen CE. Now that he gets to look at him in person, I like it either way. Like it's a good looking bus, but the one thing I will talk about here is the warning lights. See, on the front of it, it's changed, so it's where it's slanted back. Even the school bus sign has changed. But if you look at the back of it, they just slapped the second gen rear end on it. Like, here's a shot of the CE coming out for the promotion where they promote the bus to us fans, so you could see people with their cameras. I did watch this, and it was so cool to watch, in my opinion, to see a brand new school bus coming out. Okay, so here's where we scroll down. We see the two different versions for the CE. So we looked at the electric one, and there is the diesel version, which these have a Cummins 6.7, so they remain to have that engine, but it's really not any different. Like, the headlights might be a little different, but the only difference is also you get the regular IC badging, and this says electric in blue for the CE badge, and the striping for the logo is blue on the roof as well for the electric version. Now the diesel version with its CE badge, it says diesel in green coloring in a green background, but they're the same bus, just with the two power options. So we'll read this. So ahead of its class, when it comes to transporting our most precious cargo, only the best will do. That means a bus has some of the latest safety technology, is built with high quality materials, offers forward thinking propulsion options, and provides drivers with everything they need to be successful. It means a company willing to go above and beyond all expectations with engineers who are never satisfied with the status quo. Introducing the Next Gen CE series, and welcome to a new era in school transportation. So, here's all the more information about that. You can pause this video and read it. I'm not going to go through the whole time reading it, but here's the safety features with the 3rd Gen CE. But again, here's a shot of it, and it looks like a North Carolina bus, in my opinion, with all this, with the black, yellow, not black, with the yellow stripes, like the yellow rub rails. And of course, this is the electric one. So here's the shot with the technology inside the cameras. Because the bus does come with exterior and interior cameras, but this is a light. So this is just showing you the camera technology. See, this is where they show you around the bus with the cameras, which every new bus comes with that nowadays. Now here's the technology. This is for the electric CE, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is for the electric CE. It's just showing you radar, camera, and brake controller. I'm pretty sure this is the electric option. I could be wrong. Now here's the roof cap with the roof hatches. And again, you could pause this and read it if you want to. Here's the driving scenarios between the two. So it shows you with the electric and diesel versions when they drive. And this shows you more controls for the slick surfaces, is what this is titled as. And there's more shots of it. Okay, so here's the back of the 3rd Gen CE. So it is based off an Ohio bus because it does say stop. So that is an Ohio spec, but they don't do these anymore. What they do is for the stop, they put it in red and light it up. I could be wrong, but I think they light up when you press on your brakes. But the one thing you could tell the difference between a 2nd and 3rd Gen CE is the 3rd Gen CE has these smaller marker lights, like where the warning lights are. That's one of the ways you could tell this being a 3rd Gen CE. But even the school bus sign can show you different too, to tell you whether it's a 2nd or 3rd Gen CE. And this picture's really nice because it has the reflectors and it shows you. Now here's the front of the bus. Again, electric. That's just the driver. I think that's all we have. Now here's a shot of the dash. I did hear there was going to be 2 different dashes for the 3rd Gen CE, But here's the crossview mirrors, and I've seen third gen CEs come with these extra lights when you turn on your warning lights. I'm pretty sure that is an option for some people if they order it. Now this trash can here is an extra option too. And if you pay like $5, I think, for it, I could be wrong, but it doesn't cost that much to get the trash can option, but they did put the IC logo on it, which is pretty cool. Like, I like this dash a lot. Like, this provides a lot of visibility, and there's some second gen CE like quality in it, but again, there's like having the visibility. It's like a C2, but there is also this is right here. This is where you shift the bus. This is your shifter right here. It's a stick that's right behind the steering wheel. And some of the third gen CEs do also have door controls and warning light controls on your steering wheel, which I like that. I like that. Now this one shows the regular parking brake, which I'm not sure how I feel about the IntelliPark parking brake because I have no experience with those. Here's a little clock here. This is a really nice setup. Like, here's your driver's seat, and I like when they have the one with the IC logo on it. Now, this is cup holders and stuff. There's your radio for your communication with other drivers. Yeah. And this is the new gauge cluster. I really like the setup a lot. I'd be curious to see what these look like in person, because there might come a time where I'll look at one in person and I'll show you guys what I feel, how I feel about it. Again, they keep showing the electric CE. This is again with the cameras and stuff. But here we got the next gen powertrain. So this is a Cummins B6.7. And of course, this is a shot of a driver like plugging the bus in when it's electric. But like I said, here's a shot of your Cummins engine. This is where they're installing the Cummins engine. But yeah, that's basically it for the website on the third gen CE. We'll show you guys a few more shots on Google Images. Let me make sure that, yep, okay, that you're getting the feed for that. So next generation ICCE. They call it the next generation, but a lot of us call it the third gen. Let me see if I can get you closer to it. No, it just gets smaller. There we go. But here's a good shot of one. It's got the aluminum mirror brackets and everything, so that's a really good shot of one. But here's one that Project 681 did a video on. This is his thoughts on the next gen CE, which these look like Cy-Fair buses, but they're not. They're West Virginia buses. But this one was a demo unit. So here's another shot of that one that we saw just a little bit ago. But I really love this black everywhere. And the aluminum mirror brackets. My overall opinion, guys, I do like these a lot. They're really nice buses. There is some things they could still improve on, but every bus has their flaws. And here's the California spec second gen. That's a second gen CE. Now here's a California spec third gen. This is a California one, and I like this one much more. Because the underbody storage right here, that's an awesome looking bus in my opinion. Here's more shots of the underbody storage, but this is the same one we were just looking at. I'm not really sure what this is for. I'm guessing this is an extra luggage bay. I like this one, even though this is a New York bus. But it has the tinted windows and black window posts, but this is a third gen. Actually, no, it's not. This is a second gen. Now here's another shot of that dash we were just looking at. Now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. We're going to go on YouTube and we're going to look at IC's, like, some of their videos on the 3rd Gen CE and see what they say. See if I can find their channel. IC Bus Corporation. I want to show you guys their video. A couple of their videos on the 3rd Gen.
On this episode of Tips, we will discuss the new entrance door, features, functionality, and service procedures on the 2024 IC Bus CE series. The entrance door is available in 2 options.
See, guys, that's where they show you the doors right there. How they close. So it looks like the one on the left side closes first, and then the right side comes in. We'll show you that again.
The entrance door is available in 2 options.
That's one of the options you can get.
Electrically actuated and air-operated. The air-operated door assembly utilizes a regulator, which is located next to the air solenoids. This is used to regulate the air pressure to the required amount for door operation. The electrically actuated door option has programmable parameters and features that can display various messages on the instrument cluster. There are 3 major features that we will highlight.
I like
the exterior switch,
LED warning lights,
the latches, and the interior switch. The exterior switch is a momentary switch which allows the door latches to be opened mechanically or electrically. In vehicles equipped with electric doors, the exterior switch is used to open and close the doors. The key lock is standard, but can be omitted. It must be unlocked before using the exterior switch. The latches are new and
so for those of you guys that don't know how to work the doors on your 3rd Gen CE, this is an example to show you. So he just said that you got to have it unlocked to be able to get it functioning properly. So if you have that issue, just make sure your door is unlocked.
Installed on every bus to provide a positive door closing event. Note, latches are only active when the interior switch is in active mode. The interior switch mechanically releases the latches. It is intended for use only during maintenance or emergencies. It should be left in active mode during normal operation. If the switch is left in the deactivated state, the latches will stay released. Since the aft door will not latch, the front door will not latch or attempt to close. For electrically actuated doors, turn the exterior switch to open the entrance doors. You may need to do this a couple of times. First, to wake up the body control module or BCM, and a second time to open the doors. For air-operated doors, turn the exterior switch to release the door latches. You should hear the latches release. Once they release, pull open the doors. Once inside the vehicle, use the interior control switch to operate the doors. At the end of the trip, open the doors using the interior controls. Turn the vehicle key off. Exit the vehicle. For air-operated doors, push the doors closed until they latch. For electrically actuated doors, turn the exterior knob to close the entrance doors. As this is a momentary switch, do not turn and hold the switch. If held too long, it can cancel the signal for the forward door, and it will not attempt to close or latch. If this happens, turn the switch to open the doors. Then turn the switch to close the doors without holding it. Electrically actuated doors should never be opened or closed by hand, except for during maintenance or in an emergency situation. For more information, please refer to the Operation and Maintenance Manual, or OMM. If experiencing latching issues, please reference the Service Manual for Pneumatic Actuator Adjustment and Door Latch Alignment Procedure.
Well, so this video should give you that idea. If you ever have trouble, like with the doors, go to this video on YouTube, Next Generation Entrance Door Tips. That'll give you the idea on how it works. I know that sounds like a lot to process, but these are next generation, so I like them so far. We're gonna watch a little bit of this one. This one takes about an hour to watch, so I won't waste your time with that. I'll show you the bus coming out.
To satisfy our customer needs.
You skip all the way because they
The
do a lot
team
of
took
talking.
many factors into consideration. The most important one
support or electric vehicles.
Okay, maybe this one doesn't show that. We'll try to find you that video. If I can't find it, then I'll do another video on it. But looks like we're not gonna be able to find it. But anyway, so that's basically that's the idea. Let's get out of all that. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that's basically all you need to know about the 3rd Gen CE, is that it's not much different. It's just got a bit of updates on the front end and the driver's compartment, but everything from behind the driver's seat to the back is all the same as the 2nd Gen. I think this video, we can watch this one and show you guys. Maybe not. But the point is, guys, is that it's a nice bus. I like it. So that is going to do it for this video. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below on how you guys feel about the 3rd Gen CE. And I have plenty more videos to do on new buses, so watch out for the next one. But comment, like, subscribe, and do all that you want to do. So let me know what you think about the 3rd Gen CE. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching.